Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. This is the 13th day of July 2025, and it's yet another day that the Lord has given unto us. So today, we are going to focus about something called technical analysis. So technical analysis is just we break down the top-down analysis on gold that's yet to be that's yet for forex markets to open in some 6 hours to come. So for these 6 hours to come, we have to have an end on how markets are gonna behave after it opens. So first things first, let's start from the higher time frame. We build a narrative of higher time frame, how algorithms are delivering from the higher time frame. So this is weekly time frame, and we see from this order block, the price just mitigated this order block and showed us some signs of reversing back upwards. So in 1 week or weekly time frame, we don't see anything much over there. So we have to hop to daily time frame. So in daily time frame, what we see is that our point of interest is more refined now because here we can now map the order block itself over there. So our point of interest has been mitigated twice on daily time frame. So we are now focusing most on the other side of the chart, probably from this side. And what we can see over here is that the market just tapped into that order block and started showing us signs of reversing back upwards. So in daily time frame, we see no more than that order block that was mitigated, and the price is now going up massively over there. So the thing that we are aiming to see is the proper break of structure over there. What we are aiming to see on daily time frame is the proper break of structure over there. So in daily time frame, I don't see anything more, not unless from these highs and lows. So this swing low, and at the other part is our swing high, swing low and swing high. So that's where we are focused about because that is where the range, the price is at now. So when we come down to 4 hour time frame, we see some sort of market, internal market structure. For example, from here, we see there was a break of structure. So this was a valid break of structure. And also after that break of structure, we got some sort of resistance to this area where it broke structure. So in that case, we map our order block over there. There we go. That's our order block. So when we map this order block over there later, so what we are aiming for price to do is when price started reversing or bringing correctional moves, the point of interest that we are interested to see the price comes to in 4 hour time frame is to this order block. That is where we will have our buyers to be buying from this discounted order block. So next phase is when we drop down to 1 hour time frame. It is not something that's hard or simple to interpret, but in 1 hour time frame, what we see over here. So what we see over here is some sort of another order block over here. So this is our new order block. So the new order block in the 1 hour time frame is that we are aiming for to see the price at least pull back into this order block before we seek for some consensus that the market has changed and the buyers are about to step into the market. In hourly chart also, I don't see no more that we have forecast more about. So when we come to 30 minutes time frame, so what do we see over here? In 30 minutes time frame, we see another order block over here. And this order block swept liquidity. Why am I saying it swept liquidity? It swept the liquidity from these lows. So from these lows, liquidity was swept and it created a strong low over there. So what do we expect? We expect that after the price just mitigated that order block, we expect at least a pullback or a correctional move to this order block. So after we see that correctional move to this order block, we now observe the market structure on what the market is about to do on that time frame. So in that case, with that case being said, is that from 15-minute time frame, we can still refine our order block to be here. So our order block is that over there. And now we do expect price to come mitigate this order block. And we observe what the structure is gonna be. So over there is our 15-minute order block. So after 15 minutes, we come back to 5 minutes, where we come now to our entry models. So to this case, we are not interested in anything buyers nor sellers in the market. So we want first our point of interest to be mitigated. And then when point of interest is mitigated, we are now interested on seeing what the market is about to do. So and in 1 minute time frame, we can zoom out that a little. And in 1 minute time frame, from my point of view and perspective, is that I'm expecting price to come down here because over here I can see liquidity. Over there I can see liquidity. So down there we have liquidity that's to be swept. So the market just came down here, swept all these liquidities over here, and this some sort of support area just rejected prices back to sweeping these liquidities resting over here. So liquidities was swept by that correctional move upwards. So and here again, after this liquidities was swept, what happened? The price is supported here by this order block. So the price was supported here by this order block. So what do you expect? What do you think that the market is gonna do next? So I expect this market to come down here because it has already broke internal low over here. It broke structure on this internal low. So the thing that I'm expecting the market to do next over there is just to close below these lows also. So I'm expecting these lows to be taken once the market opens. So these lows, I'm expecting it to be taken. So and after those lows has been taken, so where do I expect price to be? I expect price to mitigate this order block over here. So this is our order block. So that is our order block over there. So I expect this price to mitigate that order block. Then So what do I expect to see after this market open? So I expect something like this. I expect something like this. Tomorrow after the market opens, I expect something like this to happen. In here, I expect something like this. And then the market just grab more liquidity within this range. The market will just grab more liquidity within this range over here. What the hell? So what's happening? This one. So I'm expecting this market to switch more liquidities over there and then create a valid market structure. After that valid market structure, we incur for a retest for the other block that block structure, and then we expect our price from that mitigation block. So guys, this is what I expect to happen once the market opens. So this is what I expect to happen when the market opens. So if you have any other hint or expectation that you see, please comment down below on the comment section, because here we live by discussing on and sharing ideas on what each and every one of us is thinking about the next move in these markets. So this is what I expect as of tomorrow when the market opens in the morning. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our